She is Peggy. She is the most popular girl in school. She is pretty. She has many pretty clothes and her hair is curly. Madeline is her closest friend. She is Wanda. Usually she sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room 13. She sat in the corner of the room where the rough boys who did not make good marks sat. Wanda was very quiet and rarely said anything at all. And nobody had ever heard her laugh out loud. She came all the way from Bogans Heights and her feet were usually caked with dry mud. The time when they thought about Wanda was outside of school hours, at noontime when they were coming back to school, or in the morning early before school began, when groups of 2 or 3, or even more, would be talking and laughing on their way to the schoolyard. Then, sometimes, they waited for Wanda to have fun with her. Today, Monday. Wanda Petronsky was not in her seat. But nobody, not even Peggy and Madeline, the girls who started all the fun, noticed her absence. The next day, Tuesday. Wanda was not in school, either. And none noticed her absence again. Wednesday. Peggy and Madeline, who sat down front with other children who got good marks and who didn't track in a whole lot of mud, noticed that Wanda wasn't there.
Why doesn't she attend the class these 3 days? I don't know.
They had waited and waited for Wanda to have some fun with her and she just hadn't come. Wanda Petronsky, the name which is difficult to say. Wanda didn't have any friends. She came to school alone and went home alone. Even though she didn't have any friends, a lot of girls talked to her. Sometimes they surrounded her in the schoolyard.
Peggy would say in a most courteous manner, as though she were talking to Miss Mason. She'd say, "How many dresses did you say you had hanging up in your closet?" 100. 100. 100, all lined up. What are they like? All silk, I bet. All silk, all colors. Velvet too? Yeah, velvet too. 100 dresses. All lined up in my closet.
Then they'd let her go. And then before she'd gone very far, they couldn't help bursting into shrieks and peals of laughter.
100 dresses. Obviously, the only dress Wanda had was the blue one she wore every day. Why did she say she had 100? What a story. How many shoes did you say you had? 60 pairs, all lined up in my closet. All alike? Oh, no. Every pair is different, all colors. All lined up.
Peggy and Madeline were always the last to leave. Finally Wanda would move up the street, her eyes dull and her mouth closed, hitching her left shoulder every now and then in the funny way she had, finishing the walk to school alone.
Don't you think that is a cruel way to treat Wanda? Cruel? Why did the girl say she had 100 dresses? Anybody could tell that that was lie. Why did she want to lie? And she wasn't just an ordinary person, else why did she have a name like that? Look. These questions never make her cry. This business of asking Wanda every day, how many dresses and how many hats, and how many this and that, do you think that this is good?
Madeline wasn't as poor as Wanda, perhaps, but she was poor. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda Petronsky. Maddie worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly.
I don't have the courage to say, "Hey, Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has. I need to write a note to Peggy."
Maddie pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls.
Oh. No. She might ask me where I got the dress that I have on, because it was one of Peggy's old ones that my mother had tried to disguise with new trimmings so no one in room 13 would recognize it.
Drawing and coloring contest. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys, of designing motorboats.
I'm damn sure, probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Because Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room.
The next day, Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under the Peggy's umbrella.
Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Oh, I hope so, the minute we get in. Of course, you will win, Peg. Hope so.
The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge in the windowsill, dazzling colors and brilliant, lavish designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. There must have been 100 of them, all lined up. These must be the drawings for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly.
Listen guys, here is the list. Shall I announce the winners? Yes, ma'am. The winner is Jack Biggles. Let's give a big round of applause.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12 along with the sketches by all the other boys. One girl, and room 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs. All different and all beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawings is worthy of winning the prize. I'm very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal.
Wanda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her.
Look, Peg. There is that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, and here is that green one.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and share. Thank you for your support.